Can we all admire how awesome Spira is? Because, I mean, she's so cool.
I'm certainly capable of
Okay,
admiring how
sorry
awesome she is.
everybody. We had a bit of a technical issue. OBS did not want
I
to
mean, she's
be a
so
friendly
cool.
person today. But anyway, we're back at it. So, to start over, we are back with Vampire the Masquerade, A War Between Factions, Episode 8. Finale question mark? We don't know, but we'll see. Let us turn it over, however, to our storyteller, Revolver C.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a while. My name's Revolver C. I'm your storyteller for this evening. As a quick overall recap of the story thus far, we have our four Anarch kindreds who are in their own respective gangs in Southern California, which are known as the Free States of the Anarch kindred. They have been very busy it's only been a week in game time. And they learned that some Camarilla kindred are looking to overtake Los Angeles or retake it, so to say. And so the anarch revolutionist Jeremy McNeil has kind of petitioned them to, see what the Camarilla are up to, as to what their plans are, etc. So a lot has happened over the past week, and the majority of the Camarilla faction has been dealt with, aside from three. And yeah, they're just looking to finally drive them out, hopefully. And we'll see the twists and turns that come along with that. And, if what they're doing is the right thing overall. So it's been a while. Last session, they did have their final meeting with Jeremy McNeil, saying that, now is kind of the time to take action. After all, they're investigating, seeing who is working with the Camarilla, who, thought they weren't. And yeah, so starting off from last time, I'm going to say it's been probably a couple of days since your last meeting with Jeremy McNeil, because I can't necessarily remember what happened after. But
He
yeah,
kissed me.
yeah, he did kiss a Nosferatu. But yeah, so we'll just kind of start off. It would be a Saturday night. We'll start with Otto. And yeah, you just kind of waking up, starting your day, what it is that you're going to do.
I believe that my plan was today to go meet with Mr. Malione with Jazz. I think that was the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna.
I will, get ready. Might go grab a bite to eat because I think I'm a little bit parched.
We'll say you took care of that. It's again been a couple of days. You've managed to take care of all your kindred needs.
And then I will message, or I will text Jazz and ask when we're gonna meet.
Yeah, and Jazz will text Malione and ask where he wanted to meet because he was the one who initially said that he wanted to in the first place, and extend his thanks or gratitude or whatever.
Yeah. So he would do just like a normal, doesn't matter, like diner, coffee shop, a bar if you wanted to. He's kind of like leaving it up to you.
Yeah, no, she'll agree to the first one then and that time, and
sounds good. So we'll just say that you settle on like a kindred friendly bar that people are well aware of kindred. He's not, but he doesn't know that. And we'll say it's at like 11 p.m. So you guys have a couple hours to kill before then. Right now it'd be 8 or 9.
And then just ask Mr. Nemoto if he needs a ride.
I could use one, I suppose. I don't need one exactly.
Sabine, is your mic further away?
What?
Better?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I can pick you up if you want.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
What? One half a dozen of who?
I'll just respond with, "That will be fine."
Yeah, though she'll pick him up.
All right. So in the meantime, before or while you're waiting for him, or while you're waiting for Jasmine to pick you up, Otto, what would you like to do in the meantime?
Play Flappy Bird. No. I don't think that I have much specific that I need to do while I'm waiting for her.
Okay. So as you're, waiting around, it is going to be LA traffic, so it does take some time as she has to drive.
I mean, I'll probably be, sitting in my apartment listening to some music or something.
Watching your favorite Disney movie. I gotcha. So
I don't have time for the fourth movie, and I'm not going to waste it by watching half.
Just listen to your favorite songs, like 5 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Let it go. Let it go.
So while you're waiting, you do receive a call on your burner phone.
Hello.
Otto, eh? It's Jeremy McNeil.
Oh yes, Mr. McNeil, how are you doing?
Oh, just fine, just fine. I thought I'd give you a little bit of a house call, eh? You see, I've got a gift for you. You're free tonight?
I have a bit of a meeting at 11, but...
Oh, perfect. I'll meet you there. Where are you at?
I will give him the address to the diner.
Okay. He says, it's a bit of...
Just as a warning, there will be a kind there, so...
Yes, of course. I've dealt with their kind before. It is a bit of a pompous place there. I don't know why you decided to choose there,
It
but
was not my choice, I assure you.
Well, what they said about the Germans, eh? But anyways, I'll meet you there, okay? And he'll just hang up.
I'll look at my phone and say, hey, at least you didn't kiss me.
So Jasmine, you arrive at his the front of his apartment. It does take some time to find some parking because it is a Saturday, so
Just a quick
busy streets
thing
and all that.
before she goes up is just texting Xiao Lang and letting him know about the meeting with McNeil and that Lilith was exposed as a traitor.
Okay, so you don't receive a text right away, but it is sent.
Yep. And then after finding parking, just buzz up or knock or however his apartment layout structure is.
There would be like a giant gate, and then they would say like the last names of the residents, and then you would press the button and it would be buzzing.
I'll let her in.
Yep, she's dressed casually, like super cash.
Your finest casual business pants.
Finest
Gotcha.
cash,
Khaki cash.
Cashmere.
Aqua does not own casual clothes.
Okay.
If you're not going to dress well, what's the point in dressing?
She wore a pantsuit to a bar. She needs this, okay?
Pay no attention behind the man behind the curtain. So you approach his door, knock on it. You guys can.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna?
I'll just
head out right
probably head out, lock the door immediately.
She will look around, before, as soon as you
You've
open
been
the
in
door.
my apartment.
I know, but she will look at the Disney shit again, as long as she can.
I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not gonna slide out the door, but.
But no, she's gonna make a big deal about looking at it.
Okay.
So you ready to go, or
as a warning, you know how pushy McNeil can be, yes?
Oh, you're talking about Izzy's fiance?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. What about
he may
it?
or may not be showing up tonight. It kind of happened before I realized what was going on.
Before you realized what was going on.
Yes, he's very pushy. Could be a vampire thing. Who knows?
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Of course. That's perfect.
All right, so you guys head back to your car. Might be like a block or two away, because again, Saturday traffic. And you make your way to the bar. So, stop.
And sorry, super quick. She'll just text Izzy, UR space BF space SEZ space hi.
Okay. Anyways, Izzy, you'd be waking up around this time. You would see the text message, probably be as confused as I am. And, yeah, what are you going to do?
No, I got it. You don't have to type it out. She types, hi, question mark. Okay, oh, fuck, what am I doing today? Didn't Destiny said she would talk to me today? Like, she just didn't want to talk in front of the house?
She already talked to you. It was about the folklore tale and what she was doing with the Camarilla.
Right!
At the time, you were trying to be
I'm
all
so
paranoid
sorry.
about her. And so, yeah,
I'm sorry.
told you about the syringe of the prince and whatnot, so.
Right, well then, I have no idea what to do with that information.
You did tell McNeil and all them at the meeting, so.
Is there anything that I can do to follow up on that, really? Like, can I... Obviously I want to steal it, but I don't know how to follow up on that.
Sure, you can try to go talk to her.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So you make your way to the Nosferatu kind of underground common room, and you do see McNeil, sorry, not McNeil, Destiny. She's sitting in the room with Boris, actually. She's
right, I was gonna kill Boris, but we'll save that for later.
Yeah, and it's kind of odd because he's not in his office. He seems to be very relaxed, leaning against a wall, kind of crossed-armed, talking to Destiny. You just kind of hear the muttering, the mumbling. If you want to sneak, or if you just want to make your presence known, just let me know.
Yeah, she kind of like walks in and just kind of leans against the door, like crossing her arms, like watching the same thing. And it's like, well, we seem in a happy mood today.
Boris, with a very perturbed look, kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, good morning, sunshine. Took you a while."
Parrot. Yeah, I guess so. What's up? What's going on?
No, I was just talking to Destiny here, but some future prospects. Nothing to concern you, though.
But I'm okay. Fine. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to include me. That's fine. I'm not like I'm part of your gang or anything.
Right. Yeah. That is my fucking decision, ain't it? You've been on thin ice, Izzy. You need to learn some boundaries every once in a while, eh?
Okay. What boundaries would you have me learn?
Keeping your nose where it is, for one.
But literally, my job is to put my nose in other people's business.
Other people's business, not my fucking business.
Yeah, but I'm not blind.
Yeah, and I ain't stupid. Anyways.
I never said you were stupid, Boris.
And Destiny will kind of, pretty much watch like a little kid, like mom and dad are fighting. And Boris will say, "Well, I ain't got nothing for you, Izzy, so unless you got something for me, I'll be back in my office."
Not really.
Yeah, and with that, he kind of just stomps away, slams the door behind him.
You woke up on the wrong side of the coffin.
She'll rub her temples and, yeah, yeah. I'll tell you later,
Look,
Fuck
I really
him.
don't... Yeah, I don't like the man, like at all. But, it's... If he weren't a dick, I wouldn't have no problem.
Well, have you seen him? He Kind of looks like a dick, too. Gotta act
Yeah, no,
apart.
literally, he's like all foreskin. Just
She'll laugh at that comment, and, yeah. And she'll say, well, she'll turn around and type on her computer for a bit and say, what do you got planned today?
fuck if I know. I'm actually not sure what to do with all this. And for once, I'm waiting just for the puppet masters to pull me strings.
Yeah, that's cool. I think. I don't know.
It was a joke. It was a joke. You don't have to. Okay. No. But I do kind of want to know about this thing that they have you looking for. This like a culty thing. Like, is there any? You were looking for him, right? Did you find anything about like where it is or whatever?
From their last conversation, the prince does have it. She was researching on what it does.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I
It's
swear,
been, what,
I
a
love
month?
the fuck out of this game, and I'm so sorry.
That's cool. It's been like a month.
That's all.
I can hardly remember some things. It's just like now coming back to me, so.
Didn't take notes, and I should have.
Me too. But, yeah,
No-
so.
no- notes are-
And now I'm like scrambling around. Where did I put them?
Notes are a crutch. Notes are for the week.
The last
I came
three.
prepared.
The last 3 sessions have been just all on the top of my head, so. Including
Okay.
this one.
Well, then she goes, okay, so he has it, so what does it do? Did you get any, like, info on that?
Well, you know how they fucking write in back then. It's all cryptic and riddles, and none of it really makes sense, and the story just goes everywhere, and it's so convoluted with all these fucking characters, and you know.
What, a bit of a Canterbury Tales top thing?
Yeah, it's hard to read.
I got you. Okay. Alright. Look, I really do need to have a talk with you, though. I know they've been putting you up to it and everything, but I don't. I want you to know I like you, and I'll pretty much go wherever you want to, okay? But I need to know which side you're on here.
You hear the echoing of just the keyboards clattering for a while, and eventually it does stop, and she turns around and says, Izzy, you know I wouldn't have them do anything to you, right?
I trust you, I don't trust them.
Well, sometimes the picture's a little broader, but I'm with them.
Okay. What's the broader picture? Help me understand.
And she'll look over towards Boris's door. Says, not here, but we will talk.
Okay. Alright, I won't do anything today then. Okay?
No, yeah, I mean, do what you gotta do. Don't raise any more suspicion that Boris already has on you.
I follow people, okay? I don't follow politics for the sake of it, okay? And I like you. Just keep that in mind.
And before you do leave, she says, it's admirable, but you gotta... This is the world you live in now.
Well, the people that I like, I'll go where they go. Simple, really.
Well, wolf in sheep's clothing, is he?
Yeah. I know. Don't care.
Okay. And she leaves with a smile and turns around, goes back to her work. So, where are you heading, Izzy? You're going to the meeting with, what's his face? Malion?
I guess so.
Yeah.
You did the invite the day of, so.
Yeah, Yeah, that's right. I was gonna go meet him. Okay, I guess we're doing that.
Okay. And last but not least, checking in with Sid. Sid, you'd be waking up around the same time as Izzy, around like 9:30, 10. You do wake up, you see Fang. He's, just kind of casually leaning on the couch, reading like a Vogue magazine or whatever is lying around in the apartment you guys are currently staying in.
I mean, it is Lilith's apartment, that makes sense.
Yeah, and as he sees you come, he's like, "Do you believe women buy this kind of stuff? I mean, what do you need it for?"
We're gonna cock an eyebrow and just be like, yeah, I've seen them buy them, so of course they do, but I don't understand why.
Yeah, and he'll kind of flash the picture of the magazine. It's like some model with like eye blush and eyeshadow. It's like an ad for Sephora. Like, I just don't understand this kind of stuff. It's a waste of money, and you're just feeding into the expectations. But hell, what do I know?
It's also
And he'll close the
psychology.
magazine, and he'll close the magazine and slam it on the table and say, "Where how'd you sleep?"
I'm gonna sigh and like rub my neck. Not that it shows necessarily outwardly, but I'm still like, upset about what happened with Jewel and concerned about exactly what I got myself into with my sire. He might read some of that on me, being as perceptive as he is, but all I'm gonna actually say is fine as I could anyway.
He'll definitely pick up on that and say, "Well, just keep your chin up, kid. It's almost over."
I hope so.
So how did the meeting with Mr. McNeil go? He's quite the character, as you can imagine. You met him twice now.
Yes, he is. Didn't disappoint this time either. Definitely a brash member of the kindred. We simply gave him the information we gathered so far, but it's still missing holes, so I don't know exactly what he's expecting we do next.
Well, whatever it is, just make sure he doesn't recruit you into his little militia, okay? Tried to do that to me before in the past, and I got burned quite hard. Just remember that McNeil is out for McNeil, not for your best interests.
You know I'm too much of a freebird for that. Even with the war dogs, or war hounds, I still find time to wander off on my own.
Just remember, he can be quite persuasive at times. Think of him like a devil in the crossroads. He gets what you want, and then he tries to make a deal for your soul.
I'll take the advice to heart.
And with that, he just kind of stretches and says, "Well, what do you got planned today, Sid?"
Well, I'm sure my sire wants to meet up again. Other than that, I think I might try and follow up with the others that were recruited by McNeil, see exactly what they're doing, where they're going with the investigations. And I'm gonna check my phone and see if I've got anything.
You haven't. I think you would get the text message from Jasmine, but other than that, no, not on your other phone.
Okay, and she was asking to meet up.
It's at a local kindred bar. So yeah, it's I'd say a couple blocks away from you. So
Yeah,
take a
so
good mile or so.
Yeah, so taking my phone out and I see that, but nothing from Adrian yet. I'm just gonna nod in Fang's direction, say, yes, it looks like Jazzy wants to meet up, so I think I'll follow up with that first.
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can talk to Sid and to Lilith. I'll be at the Widow's Web if you need me.
Of course. And I'll just grab. I'm gonna be dressed in pants and boots because I'm getting a little more into mindset of might have to be doing stuff later. I'm gonna grab, just maybe small. I don't think I can actually use melee. Let me look at my sheet. Nope. Alright, so nothing about knives or anything, because that's worthless. But I have firearms. So I'm going to grab, a couple small pistols, pack them away either in, a purse and or jacket, and then grab any extra cash we have around for working with the other groups, and then head on out to meet Jazzy.
Okay, yeah, so you managed to pick up what's laying around in terms of money, and
Just
seems
a
to be a
bric-a-brac.
pretty handful. Yeah, and you do pick up the 2 pistols that you usually got, and then Fang's pistol that he kind of handed down to you, and head out. So you all 4 meet up relatively around the same time. Jasmine and Otto, you obviously approach there first because you guys were driving as you were texting, and Izzy would be the next one to go there through the subsystems of the bar. And are you going to be using the Mask of 1,000 Faces, I presume?
Or
Izzy?
like Mask of 8 Faces.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's one that they can recognize, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
that's-
then Sid, you would arrive shortly after Izzy. So it is around 10 o'clock, 10:30. So you do have some time to kill. You don't see Malione inside the bar quite yet, and the bar does seem a little packed. Again, it is a Saturday, so there are club goers and just white collar suits in there, things like that.
Is this the sort of place that'll have, like, kind of dedicated table of, like, blood dolls?
Yeah, definitely.
I will probably go perusing the wares.
Okay. So you go in and you talk to the bartender. He kind of gets the 411 of what you are, and he leads you in the back room. He doesn't want to be at public display, obviously. So you go through the back room, and it's where all like the kegs are and things like that, like the storage area. And you do see the wares of the blood dolls.
Alright, I just want to find someone who looks like relatively healthy and not too intoxicated. Booze is okay, but nothing else.
And you would find that.
Alright, so I'm gonna approach. Probably, is it a young lady guy?
It would be a young man, yeah.
Alright, so I go up to the young man, and since it's a blood doll situation, I make it like a bit more straightforward. Just kind of like, hey, you know what this is. And I'm just gonna take a point off of him, like maybe half, just to freshen up.
Sure. You do that. It's a very euphoric moment for both of you, really. And, yeah.
I'm gonna just hang around there a little bit and then start wandering around trying to catch the eye of any of the other 3.
Yeah, they're definitely there. You would catch them.
Ah, Sid.
Hello, Otto. How are you this evening?
I suppose we have a few meetings here today, apparently.
So I've heard.
And with that, you do see a car park illegally in front of a fire hydrant and all that stuff. And you see the car door open. It's Jeremy McNeil.
I thought it was going to be Malione, which is equally funny.
I know, right?
And he, with a pep in his step, he's like, the gang's all here, eh?
Hello, McNeil. And I'm gonna, really like keep my eye out, like looking around a little bit for Izzy and Jazzy.
Jasmine's gonna nudge Izzy.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of give Izzy a look.
And
You're very good at that, Izzy.
yeah, he looks around as to like what the heck you guys are doing. He's like, so yeah, this bar's quaint, I guess.
Honestly, you use words like quaint.
Well, I'm a very educated man. If you get to know me, eh?
Yeah, Izzy said it was pretty droll herself, so.
I'm gonna shrug and just say, the meat's fresh enough.
Right. So hop in the car, eh? All of you, the lot of you, hop in the car.
All of us.
Yeah, all of you. Who are you?
Hello.
Are we going on a field trip or?
I
Yeah.
guess I'll lean over to Jazz.
I didn't sign a
guess-
permission slip, so
I guess we're leaving Malion in the dark for a minute.
Wait, what? Mally who? Sounds like a fucking prick. Yeah, this is much more fun. Go ahead, come in the car, eh?
yeah, no,
Don't be shy.
she'll nudge him back. But like, yeah, no, he let us kind of maybe on a bit of a witch hunt, goose chase, whatever. He can wait
A
a little
wild
longer.
witch hunt.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Let's Don't worry, Izzy. You can take shotgun.
I'm actually at this point going to like give Otto a bit of a shove, like, and then like in his back and like push him forward. Let's go.
Apparently we're going.
She's,
Okay.
she's gonna drag Otto towards the back seat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Making sure that Izzy
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
back seat.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of you are in the car, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, again, with little to no perception around his area, he's quite reckless. He pedal to the metal peels, doesn't even look behind him to see if a car is coming, and drives off. And you'll listen to some, like, Irish shanty tunes or something, you know? Nothing modern.
Izzy knows all the words.
She's gonna whisper to both fucking Otto and Sid. It's a match made in heaven.
And he'll say, so what are you guys doing at the bar, eh? You fancy yourself a drink, or, you know?
If we had a human, we had to meet, but he can wait.
Oh yeah, fuck the humans, eh? That's what I always say.
I mean, they're pretty good at sex, so yeah. Sorry, that was terrible. You know what? I'm not sorry. No.
I'm so glad you're not, Izzy.
Are you still on the front seat? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not
Yeah.
the front seat.
This is-
Mask of 1,000 Faces. Okay, he'll kind of turn to you and say, who the fuck are you again? Is this the human you were trying to meet, or what?
Oh, no,
yeah.
this is Izzy.
This is Izzy. You spoke with her last night.
Oh, is she the toothy one? The
Yeah,
one
she
that
is.
needs
the
a little
creepy
face
one.
work, eh?
I'm sitting right here. Just
There's
you
nothing
don't
wrong
have
with
to hurt a
being
girl. You
creepy.
don't have to hurt a girl's feelings. That's you really don't.
Right, yeah. So, well, I'm glad you all are here with me. You'll like this one quite a bit. Especially if you all too. He'll kind of adjust the mirror, kind of like look at you, eye contact.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, you know, I'm never good at surprises, so, I'll try to keep this one though. Oh, I just want to tell you so bad! And he'll even drive faster, going into like other lanes and swerving past cars, running red lights.
I am
etc.
gripping the fuck out of the door handle right now, like, or the.
Izzy surprisingly is having fun. She likes doing dumb shit.
The little
so-
safety thing.
I'm in the middle where I'm like, or no, I'm in the middle of that kind of concern where I'm like holding on a bit to the seats and just going to like quietly be like, McNeil, I know we're all essentially immortal to a certain degree, but maybe we should slow down a little bit.
Oh, come on now, you have to have a little fun, eh? And he'll roll down the windows and like change the song to like a hard rock tune, you know, like the kind of the shitty rock tune that you hear in the movies, like. And so like he's just
What was that?
yeah, right. And so he drives, you know, swerves, drives, and catches
And then get
maybe.
a shrug and go, you insist, and I'll roll down my window too and like basically stick my head part of the way out of the window.
Please tell me your tongue is out of your mouth.
A little bit. I
Yeah.
have a gangrel after all.
That was the joke.
I know.
And he'll say, so after our little meet and greet, what did you guys do when you meet any Camarilla at all? See any sights out of the ordinary? How do you like my city, by the way? It's a it's a great city, right? And he'll quickly change topics back and forth. He's not really one
Right,
to.
mate.
Yeah. He's like, oh damn, Peachy, I'm just so fucking excited. Oh, I can't wait to see Aldo's reaction to his face, you know?
Hey,
And-
Otto, do you like hand slapping games? Do you wanna play some hand slapping games?
If
I
you
don't know what that
say
means.
patty cake, I am gonna die.
No, I am. My hands are completely used right now.
Oh my!
And after a couple of minutes of reckless driving, you do reach kind of the outskirts of a warehouse, and you do see two men in suits standing in front of a large grate door. And again, pedal to the metal, hits the brakes, slides the car, tires peeling. You can smell the scent of burnt tires at this point.
I'm
He
gonna
says,
be,
well,
I'm gonna be holding onto the windowsill and just laughing.
well, we're here. Come on then.
Look at all
Let's
his
go
face.
inside.
Look at his face.
So I'm probably gonna step out like a little bit, like shakily,
shaking.
and probably dry heave.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at him.
Tell me
Look at him.
some all-night amusement parks we can go to, please.
Those are safe. Those meet safety standards.
And
Kind of cute.
This is worth every joke you make.
Oh, don't worry, there will be more. Ah.
Jeremy will be the first to exit the car, and he'll walk towards the warehouse, whether you guys are following or not.
Eventually, I will follow him because I have suspicions.
Yeah. Yeah, we all do.
Took us here to die. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm like ready to disappear in 2 seconds. Yeah. Nope. We're out.
I'm out.
Yep. So inside the warehouse, you do see a large like bedside, like the foot of a bed, like a trunk, and it's very dramatic. Jeremy McNeil is very big on theatrics and stuff. It's like the single ceiling light focusing on the bed trunk, and he turns to Otto and says, "Well, go ahead, open it up. It's like Christmas, eh? Christmas in August. I can't wait."
I will open it and hope that it is not locked.
It's not locked. And inside, you do see a staked woman known as Lilith inside the trunk, tied. And he says, "I'm like Saint fucking Nick, eh? Oh, you told me about your little problem there, Otto, and, well, I thought about it, and me and the boys, well, we were kind of bored, so we took a visit to the Widow's Web, and one thing led to another, and now here she is."
I'm going to put my hand on McNeil's shoulder and say, "You're nothing like Saint Nick. He is unreliable."
I'm gonna skirt
you-
into the room further, like off to the right to like watch what's going on, but just from a different direction.
Yeah, and with that joke, he will definitely laugh, punch you on the arm. Ow.
No, don't start. No, not here.
Okay, so just to be clear, loves Disney movies, does not like dangerous car rides, but is a huge fan of violence against former bosses. Yeah. Just want to make sure we have the record straight.
And if you guys were to look over, like, you would see a human figure in there, but you don't know who it is. But as Lilith opens her eyes, the light very hurting her, as she's been in the darkness for, knows how long, so her eyes are still adjusting. She does see Otto and kind of squirms a bit and hear a little bit of muffle.
Oh, what is that? You want me to let you out?
She'll just continue to squirm around and kick the trunk with, like, her heels that she has
Well, you
on.
can suck it, you fucking cunt.
Jasmine's gonna take a couple steps back.
Unfortunately, I don't have any weapons on me.
As you're, like, kind of looking around, McNeil's like, "Oh yes, I forgot to give you the opening gift, eh?" And he'll toss you like a switch knife.
So, as much as Otto wants to be dramatic about this, and like, and you know, share, you know, make it a big moment, I don't think he has the self-control to really do that. Sass is a weapon. So I think that I might just, like, you know, if
roll
I,
a
you know,
self-control check if you want. It's up to
yeah.
you. Just roll it.
I'm gonna look down at my outfit and then kind of look over at Izzy and be like, "Hope this won't get any damage."
I'm just wondering why he brought all of us.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll a check. I didn't join roll 20, so give me a second on that.
Unprepared, shames a bunny, unprepared.
Sure.
So as you got
Beautiful.
as Otto's kind of looking at the knife and looking at Lilith, Jeremy McNeil's kind of jumping up and down like a giddy kid on Christmas, you know, like, oh man, I've been waiting for this moment, you know. And he'll look back at the three ladies and say, wait, who are you again? Why are you here?
We're kind of wondering the same thing, if we're being honest here.
Oh, well, I just thought you were with Otto here. So, you know, inviting the friends and all that. I just meant for him to come, but, you know, you three lasses are here. Welcome too. If you want a good old stabbing on her.
Let's just bring the Aram along. It'll turn into a nice little stabbing.
Yeah, feel free. Welcome to join if there's anything left of it. Hey.
She's gonna whisper to Sid and Izzy. I may not have been in this long. I'm sorry if I'm new to this, but is this really the general fare of what being kindred is supposed to be about?
No, we don't usually do this Agatha Christie bullshit. Let's just go.
Well, okay, so
like I guess I'm happy for him, but I don't.
Oh, I'm very happy for him. This is his moment, and I feel like I'm intruding.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, thinking about it, what I'm going to end up doing is like kind of shift her up a little bit. And I don't want to wait for the moment. So I'm basically going to pull her up, whisper in her ear, we had an agreement. This is what you get. We had an agreement. You told me that I told you that if you never shared my secret, I would be yours forever. You've ruined that, so now I'm going to ruin you, and I'm going to slowly cut her throat.
And you three would definitely see that happen.
I'm going to be quiet about the actual phrasing.
Yeah, I think everyone in this room knows that you're a Ravnos anyways, but I agree.
I don't know if McNeil does, but everyone else does.
He would know, yeah. But yeah, you three, whether or not you agree with Otto's actions or are appalled by it, see Lilith's throat be sliced open, and due to the low amount of blood that she does have, she struggles to try to close her gash, you know, prevent it from bleeding, but her hands are tied. She's gagged. There's nothing that she can, there's no wailing scream or anything. It's just still silent after the struggle. And
I'm going to, at least, like, you know, as far as I look, like, it doesn't really bother me. I'm essentially, like, okay with what he's doing. It's, like, his choice and everything like that. I'm more still kind of squinting between the ladies about the way McNeil's acting.
Jasmine is not looking. Like, she kind of started to, and then she is just, like, fully not looking at this point.
Oh, Izzy watches.
Nope. Mm-mm.
But she's not looking.
In fact, she is as far away from that in the room as she can possibly be.
Okay. And, you know, a few moments later, Lilith's body does collapse back, like, half onto the trunk and half inside the trunk. And, yeah, Otto, you've got blood all over your hands, probably on your clothes as well.
Yeah, I don't care. Does she revert to the what 100 and some odd old year old woman she is?
Yes, yeah, she definitely reverts back.
Beautiful.
You slowly see her beauty fade into just bones. There's barely any skin left. It's very shriveled. And Jeremy McNeil will approach behind you, like both hands landing on their respective shoulders, and say, "Oh, Otto, my boy, we're gonna have fun in the city, aren't we?"
Oh darn! It seems I've made a mess of my clothes.
Oh, don't worry, lad. We can fix that right up. We've got clothes in the back, eh? You could look like, right here. And he'll kind of, display what he's wearing. And
What is he wearing?
he's wearing like a loose, like dress shirt with an unbuttoned coat, dress pants.
So like what I'm wearing, but shittier?
Yeah, very much more loose. Not as good as quality, definitely.
I should have removed my jacket first. I suppose that will have to do. Thank you, by the way. This has earned quite a bit of loyalty from me.
Yeah, well, I was hoping you would join me and the boys later on, and, well, we can run this city together, you and I, Otto. We can bend everyone at the knee, and everyone would have to ask permission for you, and... Oh, I got the resources, my boy. I got the resources indeed.
Well, there is, as I'm taking off my jacket, there is a bit of a camarilla infestation that must be dealt with first.
Oh, quite. Yes, lad. But, tonight's the night, eh? As they always say, the revolution is nigh. We're going to take the fight straight to Isaac and all that, in a glorious fashion. Explosions and all, just like a Michael Bay movie.
Speaking of Nick McNeil, what is our next step? And
he'll turn to Sid, almost forgetting that she's there, very like, oh, like, hey. And, well, I'm so glad you asked, my little Gabriel. You see, we're going to take the fight to, old Isaac there. You know where he lives, right? That big old mansion you told me about.
Yes, just see, I'm gonna look around. Is it 5 of us?
Yeah, 5 of us is all we need. It's all we need, lass. Me, you, that little gun you have there on your side trying to hide it.
I'm gonna just glance around at all the other 3, without saying anything else.
Yeah, we're gonna take that car out front, ram it through the gate, guns a-blazing, explosions everywhere,
I do actually have Thrill Seeker and Rebel as my nature demeanor, so I think I'm just gonna do a self-control check to see if I'm into it.
How many people took Thrill
I am
Seeker?
Thrill Seeker too, but I'm also
Not
really conflicted about this.
That's 3 out of 4 for Thrill Seeker, man.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm the only one who doesn't like to...
I was like, no.
Yeah, but just because you're a thrill seeker doesn't mean you like to do
Hey, I
random
failed.
shit.
I don't suppose you have other weapons. Because I didn't exactly bring any today. This was not exactly in my plans.
Oh, Walter, my boy, you underestimate me, eh? I got the whole fucking arsenal back there.
Oh, I don't underestimate you, I just need one.
And he, excitedly awaits for the response of Jasmine and Izzy. Like, so ladies, are you in, or are you gonna go back home and put on your breeches? Tuck yourself in at night. Call it an early night,
Jasmine's looking at Izzy.
It's okay if you got yourselves a book club to attend, or a knitting circle, or whatever you ladies do nowadays.
I'm gonna circle around and I'll stand next to McNeil, just with very loose, folded arms.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right.
Good, so it's settled. We kill everyone we see in there, and yeah, bring the home good fights, call it an early night, and drink until the morning, eh?
My primary concern is Isaac himself. Everybody else, they're whatever. They fight, they shoot, whatever. Isaac is a Ventru and might pose unique challenges. Because I'd rather none of you shooting at me instead.
Well, you got yourselves a pair of sunglasses, eh? I mean, just don't look him in the eye.
Oh no, I'm not worried about myself. The Ventrus never worked against me, but I'm concerned about the weaker-willed,
Yeah, I'm
well,
pretty
shooting
weak-willed.
me.
I'm pretty weak-willed.
Weak-willed?
I'm gonna
Yes.
My
snort
mind
out my
is a
nose
fortress,
in
thank you very
disgust.
much.
Just
Alright, so I need to watch for Jazzy.
And I'll say, well, you got friends, don't you? We know Fang is roaring to go, I'm sure, and, well, Boris is an unsufferable prick, so he's probably not any use to us, but, how about that Japanese man? Oh, I'm sure he's raring to rumble as well.
His name is
Jin?
not Jin. There we go. I was like, his name is not Jang. Why do I want to call him Jang? That's a Chinese name.
Chinese as shit.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, that's not his name. What the fuck is his name?
Don't laugh at that.
I will always laugh at that.
Izzy for once has no idea what to do. She's just
while the others are kind of pussyfooting around, I'm gonna take out my cell phone and text Fang about the essential plan.
As you send that text, you immediately get a phone call after.
I'll answer the phone.
Sid?
Yes?
What do you say in the text message, first off?
Oh, I said that, McNeil is with us and wants to take our business to Isaac directly tonight.
What's the plan, Sid?
It sounds a little bit guns blazing, but that is why I want to make sure we have at least decent numbers.
And with that, Jeremy McNeil will be like, is that Fang? The old fucking cowboy?
I'll just laugh a bit. Yes.
Well, tell him I say hi, and, hi.
McNeil says hello.
Sid, you need to think about this rationally. Jeremy McNeil is eccentric. He's rash. As I said, he's the devil in the crossroad. I know you want to end this, but you need to think.
I'm going to just basically start walking toward the door of whatever warehouse we're in and step outside to continue speaking with Fang. Once I'm outside, I'm not trying to be super secretive, just talk a little bit more quietly. So, what do you suggest? He's a little bit high tonight. I don't know if he's actually on something or not, but I think if anything, he's going to go on his own.
Then let him go on his own. He doesn't need to drag you down with him.
I'm gonna rub my forehead, just trying to maybe calm myself down from that initial exertion of excitement. Yes, of course. What about the others?
If you can convince them, let them come with you. But in other words, just take care of yourself. Be back at the Widow's Well. I haven't seen Do you know where Lilith is? She's not at the Widow's Web right now.
I think I know where she is. Listen, I'll try to get the others, and we'll meet you there.
All right. And he'll hang up.
Yeah, I would have done the same. Just bye. I'm gonna go walk back in and looking specifically between Izzy, Otto, and Jazzy. I'm going to say, I think we know how we can gather up a couple extra troops, but I'll need all of your help. McNeil, is there somewhere we can meet you before we go ahead with this?
Oh, I'll go right fucking with you. I'd love to meet the new troops after all. Give a roaring speech, some motivation, strike some inspiration in their hearts, you know?
You're a regular muse.
You know, I always say that to people and they never believe me.
I'm so glad you weak to his charms, Izzy.
I know he does inspire you, Izzy.
Are you still Mask of a Thousand Faces, by the way? Okay, yeah. He still doesn't remember you, but he's like, yeah.
That's fun with me.
Can I use like charisma subterfuge and again try to like sort out this deal that we just head off and we meet him later?
Sure. Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna roll as well. Do a 6.
Okay. Two.
And an explosion.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a 10.
Three.
Telling a lie is subterfuge and charisma.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a 1. So, yeah. What are you gonna say?
So after he says that he wants to come along, I was going to say, listen, McNeil, these are people we know closely, and they can sometimes be a bit shy if they're brought along with someone they don't know that well, so I think it might be a bit better if we can convince them ourselves, and then introduce you together.
I am quite intimidating to look at, aren't I? It's
Yes, you're quite something else.
At least to some of us.
So very well then. I agree. All right, go get your shanty. Well, I guess they're spineless, but you know, go get them, rouse them up. We'll meet. I don't know. Later in the night, I'll set a meeting place an hour and all that.
I'll just give a little shrug. Like, firepower is firepower.
Right. Yes. Otto, are you going with them or are you staying?
She needs my help. Oh, by the way, I rolled a perception empathy and got all of the successes forever. So I definitely am tracking what's going on. Like, I don't know what she's saying, but she's clearly trying to pull something.
Yeah, she's obviously lying and trying to get you away from McNeil.
Well, she says she needs my help. I have my own car. If I get bored with them, I'll come find you.
Very good, very good. Yes, I hope we can further discuss our business ventures, you and I. You know, you
Yes,
owe
of
me one now.
Of course, we have your phone number, McNeil. We'll reach out soon and let us know where you want us to meet you.
Well, I'll see you two ladies then later, and he'll kind of point to Jasmine and the unknown lady that he's like, who are you?
I'm a Christmas elf with Saint Nick.
She's your secret admirer.
He kind of pops up and says, hey, I'm Saint Nick. You see the present I gave Alto, I can probably give you a present as well.
That was a joke.
Yeah, you
Big
can.
joke.
While the last of this conversation's going on, I'm getting an Uber with an app.
Yep. It does take some time for the Uber to accept it and, you know, drive over there. You are in the warehouse, you know. So it takes a while, and like you get a couple of Uber drivers, and they like drop you immediately, and they're like, "What the fuck, warehouse?" So, but yeah, everyone's going outside then to wait for the taxi.
Yeah, and I said like to go to the street that's closest, and I was gonna walk with the three of them.
Okay. Izzy, you're on board with all this too?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. McNeil will kind of give a, well, I'll see you in a couple of hours then. Toodaloos.
Of course.
Cheerio.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, and you guys are currently walking to the street.
Once I feel like we're far enough away, I don't have to worry about like McNeil following, listening, really that sort
What
of
was
thing.
that about?
I'm gonna turn towards Otto when he asks and say, I was speaking with Fang and seeing if he wanted to come along, and he was quite convincing in that we shouldn't, and asked to meet him at the Widow's Web. So, I've known Fang a very long time, and McNeil far less, so I feel a little bit obligated to hear his point of view first. Plus,
It's fair, not to mention McNeil was acting
exactly.
odd.
He's always been brash and eccentric, but he almost seems... Je ne sais quoi.
Dipshit. A dipshit is what he seems like right now.
A hide.
Hey,
That's the word
don't
you're
talk
looking for.
about your partner like that, hon.
How about you say?
How about no?
I doubt this is going to happen, Izzy. I'm just letting you know.
I'm heartbroken.
I know.
I know, but you'll see him soon. I promise.
So as you guys are talking, the Uber driver does pull up, and he, looks at his phone, looks at you, and you all eventually get in the car and drive off to the Widow's Web.
So-
while we're still in the car, I'm gonna look to
Um,
Otto and say,
Real quick, before the Uber shows up, it dawns on me that McNeil offered me clothing, but I never actually took any. So I probably have to take my shirt and jacket off
I thought
and
you took
hide
your
the fact
jacket
that
off.
I'm coated. Oh, okay, I started to take my jacket off. I never took my shirt off, so I'm gonna have to take off my shirt. I probably have an undershirt and like ball it up so that or hide it so that it's not visible that there's blood all over the sleeves and the chest.
And your hands, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sorry,
I'm sure I have some tissues.
Jasmine is dressed super cash. She has nothing she can lend you.
I'm I'm in like navy blue pants and a white t-shirt, a white undershirt.
Sorry, super quick. While they're waiting for the Uber, Jasmine is going to text Xiaoling again and say, just if McNeil wants to full frontal assault on Prince, what do? ?
Again, text message is sent, but not.
I like to think
reply
that he
back.
doesn't actually have texting, and you've just been texting him this thing.
Texting a landline.
What's a landline? I don't know what that is.
So, all right. So you guys drive off to the Widow's Web. Did you want to do or say something, Sid?
Oh yeah, I was going to say to Otto that while I was talking to Fang, he was asking about where Lilith was. I don't know if he's entirely aware of all of the details about her.
Then I suppose I will leave that to you. I've gotten what I want out of that bitch.
All right.
So if you think you can handle it, perhaps if you are trying to make him, perhaps place more of the blame on McNeil. That actually could be a useful tool in a. I don't.
I'll get it sorted.
I mean, he dragged her away, so like, you might as well have killed her. No one would know.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Sid, in character. So I might have a tiny little problem that maybe you can help me with, that I would compensate you for.
And what would that be?
I'm getting maybe radio silence from the head of the dragons, and I am a little concerned as to what that might mean, especially since we found out that Lilith is a traitor, and I don't know exactly what any of that means for me, and like I said, a lot of
Wait.
silence.
Wait. Lilith was a traitor. Your guy's gone silent. Pretty damn sure Boris is too. That's
Yeah, so that's
3
pretty.
of the games.
That seems a little bad.
It's a lot bad. Why are we even fighting this at this point? It's literally just us. Just put that forward.
Additional maybe whoops on my part. Xiaoling, if he is a traitor, might know that there is a plan to go full frontal assault on the Ventru prince.
Well, given a choice, full frontal wouldn't be my first option. I would much rather a more subtle approach, personally.
Well, I'm just saying that he knows that Lilith is a traitor, and he knows that McNeil wants to kill the prince. I'd like to know where he stands. I don't know exactly about bringing some people from the Widow's Web or like the street rat, some known enemies of his gang to talk to him, but Sid is the gangrel and she is part of the gangrel gang, so that might be a little safer and less murder-inducing if nothing is actually wrong.
So as you guys are talking very loud and publicly, the Uber driver...
No! Come on!
I mean, you guys are in a car, but...
Okay, we were assuming, like, later, we're not stupid.
I mean, or we could just kill the Uber driver, that's fine.
Right, just...
I don't really want to...
My name's Greg. You guys are talking some nonsense. Nah, okay, I'll be nice, but...
Yes,
yeah, the Uber driver...
That's a good... That's fair.
Anyways, the Uber driver does drop you guys off at the Widow's Web, and if you guys want to finish your conversation, go ahead.
So how would be the
you.
best way to approach? Nope, just silence too? Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry. My first thought was from the rear.
Perhaps we should just see
You
Fang,
wanna
see
go
what he
full
has to
front or
say.
back door?
Save it for McNeil, hun.
I'm just
What
gonna
you
start
say?
walking in the direction of the club.
Oh, and in answer to your question about why we should keep fighting for this area, even if it's just us, where else would you rather go? To fully Camarilla-controlled territory?
No, but I was saying, is it realistic for us to win without just dying?
Well, if...
Look at the end of us. Look at him. He's gone bonkers.
Head of us is a strong word.
Yeah, I know.
More helped with a fight 30 or so years ago.
I know. But also, who's on our side here? Literally everyone that's higher than us seems not to be.
Well, Jin...
Look, I don't like the cams. I hate them, okay? This is not about like or right here. This is about living.
I have always wanted to visit Helsinki.
Why?
Because it's
Do you-
dark like 3 months in a row.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like Helsinki though. I'll take 2 hours of darkness if it's like
It's like a vacation spot. You don't have to stay there.
I'm gonna stop because I started walking away and turn around and sound and look like really disgusted at the three of them. It's like, none of you are real anarchs, are you?
What even is a real anarch? Can you
just
answer me that?
just let it keep the gate, okay?
Oh, what I am saying is, there is nowhere better for us to go. This is our home. Well,
Exactly.
mine. I don't know about yours.
Look, I don't. It's not that I don't appreciate that sentiment, but I haven't had a home in a long time, and this is no more my home than anywhere else I've been.
Yes, but you don't get whined at for the masquerade here.
Yeah, but like that doesn't really affect me in particular. Either way. Look, not to be selfish,
I mean, it's up to
but I'm being
not-
a bit selfish.
It's up to you.
What he said, and I'm gonna continue to like storm off and go find Fang.
Yeah, so as you guys are dropped off in front of the Widow's Web, you notice there's no line outside, and the club is actually closed. There's no one inside the club either when you guys do eventually go in. And you do see Fang sitting at the bar, enjoying a nice blood teeny. And he has shoulders on the bar stool, turns around, kind of not his full body, but just his head, and say, well, took you for long enough.
We got
Fang?
kidnapped.
And I'm gonna look around at the empty club. What's going on?
I was hoping you four could shed some light on that.
No, I didn't close the club. I don't know why.
I mean, you did set fire in the bathroom.
Yeah, but I didn't close it. And I put out the fire, thank you. And I moved the dumpster from the back door, thank you.
Oh, she's a responsible arsonist.
See? This one gets it.
I do.
I'm gonna keep walking up to Fang and sit on the stool next to him.
I will be right back, and I'm gonna go up to my office and grab a spare shirt. Just so I look happy, and then wash my hands.
I'm sad he had an undershirt on.
Okay, you see Fang kind of focus his eyes on Otto for a second, and then immediately just pays no attention to it, and when he's out of earshot, he'll say, why does he smell blood?
Ain't my
What?
business.
What'd you say, Izzy?
Ain't my business.
It was on his clothes.
I realized that. How did it get on his clothes?
Spilled on him.
He'll give you a very, actually, he's gonna probably just shoot you a intimidating glance.
I heard he's gonna shoot you. Intimidating glance.
There was a good pause there.
He's gonna shoot you. An intimidating glance.
Yeah, he's got,
Enough to intimidate.
you got a 4
Enough
successes.
to intimidate.
Yeah, as you make kind of the snarky response, you can clearly see that he's not really in the mood for sarcasm or jokes, as he's trying to look for, a close friend of his. And he'll say, "I'll ask again, Sid. How did the blood get on his clothes?"
I'm gonna just pause for a moment. McNeil gave him a present in the form of a captured Lilith.
He'll swig the rest of his drink down and slam it fairly hard on the bar top. I see. And
he opened his present up.
yeah, he absorbs the information. Again, it's very quiet, even for a Saturday night at a club. It's eerily quiet. And he will stand up very slowly, not, in an aggressive manner. And he says, I see. And if you were to look at his face, you see a very solemn look on it, as one would have losing a friend. And, yeah.
Fang?
I just need a minute, Sid.
Of course.
And it's in that time, too, that, Izzy, you actually receive a text message from Destiny while all this is transpiring.
What does it say?
Says, meet me at the mansion.
Izzy, by the way, has been kind of backing away from this because it seems very much not her business.
Dodging all personal responsibility.
Hashtag Nosferatu.
This isn't her personal responsibility.
No,
Why
I'm
would she
just kidding.
stay?
I'm just kidding. But yeah.
Nah, give her all the shame, man.
And yeah, if you guys aren't paying attention to Izzy, or if you want to be sneaky about it, go ahead and roll a sneak.
She's not sneaking, per se. Like, if someone wants to catch her before she leaves, like, she's not gonna stop, but she's definitely quietly just trying to leave, but not necessarily sneaking. Like, if someone were to call to her, she would stop, but otherwise she's just like, nope, this is not on.
Yeah, if I see Izzy leaving, I'm gonna be like, where are you going?
No, Jasmine's gonna kind of walk with her.
If Jazzy's keeping up with her, I'll just leave it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also,
so
we could take a little break here, just in case anybody needs to run,
Some
grab
whiskey.
water or anything. Yeah.
Yes, water.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, water.
Fire water.
But yeah.
No,
yeah.
not fire water. Just Peter.
We're gonna take
Oh.
a little break, everybody. So anybody in the chat who wants to ask questions about the gang or has any comments or whatever, we'll just chat for a few minutes while everyone runs and then comes back.
I'm gonna go get a beer.
I have the question for Rev that is the thing that I just posted in chat, which is,
shit.
has Destiny ever embraced anyone? Because I want to know about Destiny's child.
negative.
Can I just say go to
That's
hell?
I now want to make a character whose sire is named Destiny just for that joke.
Would you be Beyonce?
Oh hell! There's this tongue-in-cheek video, shitty old video about syphilitic ninja vampires. I built an entire character concept around a syphilitic ninja vampire. I'm really happy with him. Actually, he's really cool.
I'm pretty sure Spira was talking about running a syphilitic ninja vampire campaign.
Syphilitic ninja vampires who have syphilis.
Yeah, I should totally rate that theme song. So, and then whenever she starts to stream.
That is the song to the video on YouTube.
Oh, good. And yeah, she should just use that.
It's this terrible video, like terrible funny, about a pair of over-the-top syphilitic ninja vampires doing extremely mundane things like returning an overdue video.
Nice.
But it's time for whiskey.
Hi, Izzy.
Hello.
Are you gonna be joining the Camarillas now?
No, but I'm not. Look, even if I do, the answer is I'm not gonna be a Camarilla. I follow the people I like. I don't have some grand scheme to me. I just like people that I like, and I don't like people I don't like, and I go with the people I like wherever they are.
It's fair.
Yup. So basically, you can't guilt me with. You can bribe me. Actually, I'm pretty easily bribed, but
Hey, I found this shiny thing. Izzy, you want to join me?
Oh, yes, I do. Thank you. I'll take that little bauble off your hands.
So
And then I'll
apparently
leave.
the Syphilitic Ninja Vampires already has the theme song, but Rev, you can do the announcements, especially the last time on.
Last time on Syphilitic Ninja Vampires.
So good.
One of them has syphilis.
I might have to put on more serious music because
Yes.
like...
We were taking a break, so I was like, I'll get that when I come back.
Oh no, you're fine. No, I meant me.
Oh,
like,
for
I have
you.
my own like Spotify shit, and I've mentioned it several times, so sorry. But
No,
like,
no. I really
dramatic
want...
scene and
No.
baby, you'll be famous, chase you down until you.
No, I need
love me.
Izzy
It's
to be
like,
listening
what?
to Barbie Girl while she goes into battle.
I'm a Barbie girl. No, it's more like Hollaback Girl, like Gwen Stefani though.
Oh, no. Oh, what's that one song?
So much Missy Elliott, so much Lady Gaga, some Beyonce in there.
You know, it's always great. Pouring way more alcohol than you intended to.
Got a little bit of other stuff in there.
What's the question?
Music. Ballroom Blitz, actually. I don't know. I really like the original. Like,
No,
a
of
lot.
course, I love the original. I'm just saying it's a nice cover.
I'm definitely, if it is an 8 broke, don't fix it kind of gal. So I'm not really a remix or a like cover band kind of person unless they bring something new to it.
Well, that's why I felt Rob Zombie did. I thought he like really.
That's fair. That's fair. I haven't heard the cover, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah. Also, wearing these stupid things, I really enjoy it, A. But B, I've been watching a shit ton of Deep Space Nine, and I have so much appreciation for what's his face who plays Quark, where he has like an entire fake gum with like fake teeth in it, and he has to act and like be heard over these stupid fucking.
Yeah, I'll be back in 1 sec.
I'm impressed.
Incidentally, Otto's ridiculous song that he would go into battle with is Chopin's Nocturne No. 1 in B flat minor.
Come on.
It would totally be a Disney song. How dare you? It'd be like Mulan's "Be a Man."
No, okay. That is not his primary focus of music. He likes them.
No, but the
he likes
Nocturne is like it's so calm and soothing, which I guess is supposed to be ironic, but like.
I don't know classical music other than just like I play it and I listen to it and that's what I do. Like I'll
I
just
was a
listen
music
to a
major
classical.
for like 3 years.
But yeah, it'd be something. I don't know. What I'm picturing is that scene in the action movie where it's super dramatic and shit's blowing up and there's super calm violin music playing.
Oh, what else would I recommend for you then? I have a whole playlist of stuff like that. Claire de Lune by WC. I would recommend that to you. You'll recognize it when you play it.
I know what Claire de Lune is.
Yep.
Also, Rhapsody on a Theme of Paganini by Rachmaninoff. And Venus from the Planets by Holst.
Oh hey!
Hiya.
Oh hi
Or
Mark.
hiya.
Hi, doggy.
Okay, I think we're ready, right? Okay, so we'll start with Sid and Fang, who are, currently at the bar with Izzy and Jasmine, slowly walking out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Otto, are you in your office, or are you just in a?
I would have gone upstairs, taken off my shirt, washed my hands, and then put on a new spare shirt that I probably have Won't bother with the spare jacket.
Okay.
Because that involves
so-
But
changing.
at this point, unless Fang tells us to stay, we're leaving. So
Yeah. Honestly, he has a lot preoccupied on his mind, and you actually see him kind of stomp away towards where Otto is going, upstairs in the room.
yep.
Fang, where are you going?
Without a word, he's still stomping very aggressively. Go ahead and do like a strength.
6 or 7.
We'll say 7.
I got 1.
You manage to pause him for a brief second, and
Fang, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna talk to him.
That's I'm not sure I believe you as much as I'd like to.
Sid, let go.
No, Fang, you need to talk to me.
As I said, I just want to. And he takes like a deep breath. Speak with Otto. That's it. Nothing will come to harm of him.
I glare at him really hard, and then I'm gonna say, alright, if you promise. Afterwards, though, we need to discuss what to do.
You can shoot me in the back if anything comes to harm to him. How about that?
You know I wouldn't do that.
And he'll continue his stomp upstairs.
I'm gonna
Jasmine
just
and
stay at the stair I'm on, just there.
okay. Jasmine and Izzy, you do see Fang stomp away from the bar with Sydney chasing after him, and they had that little exchange. What are you two doing in the meantime?
Oh, I'm walking out.
She's gonna stop down, or is he?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Okay. Can I ask why?
Because it looks like things might get violent.
Yep.
So we should hold on a second.
Why? So I can watch it get violent?
So we can do something about it.
I don't know what side to be on there.
Neither do I, but doing nothing isn't really a good idea. It's not really a nice idea.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
Do you?
Fuck. I'm sorry. I've survived this fucking long by leaving whenever I get this fucking.
Hey, that's okay. Maybe I've survived this long by not being around this long. So
Yeah, well, I've survived worse than this, but this looks bad too, and I really don't want to be around it, particularly. So.
yeah, but we should try to do the right thing.
Which is what? I don't know. What's the right thing? I
Not-
don't have the full context.
It's not walking away. That's what it is.
Is it?
Do you think it is? Do you
No.
think it?
I don't think it is, but I don't think I know what the right one is either. So,
Okay. So maybe we don't do the wrong thing here, which is to walk away.
fine. I'll try and keep it from killing each other. Yeah, fine. Sure. I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I can try.
Hey, thanks. I really appreciate it. I
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
that genuinely. I
Uh-huh.
promise you.
Sure you do. Okay, let's go.
Do you reply to the text message at all? Sorry, I forgot to ask that earlier.
Who?
Be
Which
there,
one?
Be there in a minute, held up.
Okay. Yeah, and with that, how many? I would say there's like 2 rooms. And Fang is very familiar with the place as he does a business here quite often. So Otto, from behind, as you're buttoning up your shirt, the spare shirt that you have, you hear a loud bang behind you, and you see the door swing open as his boot just connects with the door. And he...
I've got to do the without turning around, so I see Sid told you.
Yeah, and with that, he will kind of step up towards you, very, very close personal space, look you dead in the eye, or force you to turn around and then look you dead in the eye.
Oh yeah, no. After I say I see she told you, I'll turn around and like get the last button on the top.
Yeah. And he says, I know you had your personal reasons or whatever, but sometimes pride can get a man killed. You understand?
She sold us out to the Camarilla.
She may not have been a perfect woman, but she was a friend. And without knowing those reasons why, I think will forever make you wonder what if. I understand she sold you out, and I understand she sold out the Anarchs, or whatever the fuck you fight for, okay? But she did not deserve to die like a pig.
I am sorry that you are that I have taken your friend from you. I do regret that, because you seem, from the minimal contact we've had, like a nice enough person, and I will apologize for that, but she was a traitor.
A traitor to a cause of a madman, mind you.
Oh no, like I'll kind of like concede that point with an appropriate shrug.
And he'll definitely scoff and say, if you ever do anything to harm me and my kind, that woman down there that's been helping you, this gun and my holster, it will find its mark.
Duly noted.
Good. And he'll leave with that.
I'm happy I didn't have to go dramatic illusion escape.
Yeah. And Sid, Jazz, and Izzy, you do see Fang coming down the stairs less aggressively.
I just give him a space to walk down.
Yeah. And he'll make his way towards the bar again.
As he's leaving, I'll grab my phone and text probably Izzy and say, what are y'all up to? Or what are you up to? There we go.
She's about to go be like to Fang, you didn't kill him, did you? Gets the text message and it's like, oh, thank God.
I'm gonna hear Izzy like kind of say that and just be like, you would have heard it.
Yeah, no. At seeing him walk back down kind of calmly and not hearing anything, Jasmine is going to be a little calm and pull Izzy aside and maybe outside of the bar to talk.
What do you want now?
To talk to you, is that really kind of difficult? I thought that's you wanted to leave a second ago.
I still want to leave. What do you want?
So let's take a step outside, and that's closer to you leaving.
Your technicalities are marvelous. I see why you're a lawyer. Okay, let's go.
Fang will take note of you two leaving, but he honestly does not care to pursue it.
Yeah, nobody cares. I
know.
Not
and
getting
he'll
a
say,
response from Izzy, I'll text Jazz the same thing.
No. She'll be like, we're just outside. Just outside. Yeah, there.
Is there another exit that does not involve me walking past Fang?
I thought there was
Yeah.
the one that like she had to move the dumpster open past.
that was downstairs, but there would be a fire escape.
Outside.
I will sigh dramatically. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab the jacket and pants, the spare jacket and pants that I have on the hanger, sigh dramatically and climb down the fire escape. Because I can't just throw on the jacket. It totally clashes with these pants. I need to change
Nerd.
my entire outfits.
I understand completely.
So I'm gonna walk down the stairs and sidle nearby Fang, not necessarily like right next to him, but just like within conversation reach.
Yeah, and I'll just say, see, we just had a chat.
I trust you.
So what exactly is McNeil planning now?
Ugh.
You told me he was gonna storm the gates, so to say.
Yes, I'm gonna shake my head and say, yes, he was trying to rile all of us up to just go head in there. My first thing I said was just the 5 of us, and he said, why not? But then I said, of course, that's ridiculous. We should, if we're going to do that, we should get more people. I don't know. He's, like I mentioned, he seemed not himself. At least as far as I understand him. Yes, he's been brash, he's been eccentric, he's been wild, but he was giddy like a child with too much candy. He was jumping around. It was just, I didn't know what to make of it.
It sounds like the McNeil I know.
Well, yes, so he said he wanted to just charge Isaac's mansion, but it's ridiculous, honestly. We don't know, we haven't even done anything like scouting to see how many people he might have there and what their skills might be like.
Well, I'm glad you texted me when you did, because it seemed like you were on board with it as well.
I'm gonna look a little embarrassed and sigh. It's been so much, and with Adrian...
As I said, he's the devil in the crossroad. He wants what you most... He can give you what you most desire.
Only for your life.
Exactly. And now Otto has to learn that the hard way.
What do you suggest then? Is just let him go kamikaze? We do still have these Camarilla to deal with ourselves.
He may be brash, but he ain't stupid. If it's just him, he'll call it off. However, that is a line of resources that will be cut off from us. And technically, we only have 2. Unless Aiden changes his mind.
Perhaps if I keep working him, but... there's always the chance he figures out that I'm just using him.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that.
And I don't think he actually has much resources on his own. I was really only trying to get information.
He'll nod and say, well, I think the best plan of action here is, if we are to do this tonight, to take the prince out of his fortress, so to say. Like we did with the Nosferatu. And with that, Izzy and Jazzy, we'll cut over to you.
Okay. So, quick question.
Yes.
Yeah, what crawled up your ass and died?
I'm in Nosferatu, sweetheart. Everything did.
Yeah, but seriously, why are you in such a foul mood all the time?
I don't like seeing people get killed in front of me.
Yeah, neither do I, but that doesn't mean I walk away at the first sign of, like, someone that you know and maybe enjoy being around in harm's way. Is that how you treat all your friends?
No.
Okay, so why did you treat him like that? Is he not your friend?
You know what? I would blackmail any of us the first chance that he
I don't give a shit. I don't care about his morals. I'm asking you about yours.
Yeah, well, I like living.
Okay, so you have none? I just want to know where you stand.
There's people I care about more than not, though, okay? Not that I don't care about him.
Okay, so you care about other people more, So you don't want to expend the effort for him,
No,
is what it sounds like.
I'm afraid actions that I do might harm people that I care about.
Do you mind if I ask how so? I'm a little confused.
Honestly, this whole thing is a bit grey at this point. So I don't know what to do. Usually I run when it comes to this point, but I don't think I can here. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. I plan to live, okay, and make sure that the people that I care about live too. And admittedly, that was kind of shitty of me back then. I'm sorry. But I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
Okay, I mean, I'm not your mom. You're older than I am. I don't want to grill you on this forever, so
Yeah, but I'm not a total piece of shit, okay? I don't know. I don't want you to think I am.
That's why I'm asking. I want to know where you lie. I understand that Otto is a little bit of a piece of shit and has a tendency to blackmail anybody that he could probably get his hands on.
No, you're right, but I like him anyway. Yeah, no. And I'm sorry. He just... I can't defend people from their own choices, and the yard line picked a choice there.
Okay. Are we okay?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to keep you. You said you had to go somewhere?
My friend wants to talk to me, but I don't want to just piss off.
Do you want me to give you? Do you want me to give you a ride? That is not me trying to get up in your business.
No, I appreciate it though. But no, I'll get it. Look, to put it out here, I don't care about some of the overarching, I suppose, ideologies or labels, as it were, here on either side. I just want to make it through and make sure that the people I care about make it through. You get me?
Yeah, I get you. I feel the same way somewhat.
And I'm not going to get in Fang's way. Do you see? Because he's big and scary.
I get you to an extent, but I mean, Otto has been kind of a thorn in my side, but I'm not just gonna watch him. I'm not just gonna watch Fang try and kill him if that's gonna happen.
I can't defend him from his own choice. I can't.
I'm not.
I can't.
And with that, Otto, you would actually be climbing down the fire escape at this point and turning the corner to see Jasmine and Izzy talking in front of the club.
With a suit on a hanger.
Yeah.
Greetings, ladies.
You know what? I don't blame you. She says while pointing at him. You are kind of a weak shit.
Wait, you say that to me?
I'll say it to both of you.
My strength isn't exactly my strength.
You can call my name, I don't care. I'm going.
You take care, okay?
Yeah.
You let me know if you need help.
Thank you. No, I will. And I'll do the same. You just let me know, okay?
Yeah.
Cutting back to Sid real quick. Sorry. Fang will, after you guys are done talking, and he explains the plan of, trying to lure the prince out of the mansion to where you guys can set up a potential ambush. He'll say, "Now I know the others went to get out some fresh air. Hopefully I didn't scare the daylights out of them too much, but
I'm sure they're alright.
How about you get them in here and we can discuss a plan more thoroughly.
Right.
I'll go upstairs and get Otto.
I'll go out the front and give them another moment to talk, and then see that Otto's with them.
If when Izzy leaves, Jasmine is just going to walk up to Otto and give him a nice good punch on the arm.
Which, you're really strong, right?
Yeah, she's decently pretty strong.
Ah, Jesus.
You guys can still see Izzy, like she's walking away. She's
Yeah.
not like running or anything.
Yeah, no. She's gonna do it a second time, and maybe a third time, but like a gradient of lessening.
What the
Sorry for
fuck?
flinching.
You're kind of a shit. Just wanted you to know.
I'll nod.
Yeah, so we're good?
Oh, we're good.
Cool. Is there a reason why you came out the back door?
It's because I'm German. No, I figured I'd give Fang some space.
I'll probably at that point open the door and see the two of you standing there without Izzy.
Hey Sid,
Wait.
how's Fang?
Fine. And then I'll like look up and down the street and see Izzy. Izzy, where are you going?
She just kind of like does the wave from behind without turning around.
I really like picturing that you walk out, you
Like,
see
actually, it's
Jazz.
like a two-fingered salute, just like without.
I like to.
turning.
I don't know.
around.
I was hoping you would walk out, see Jazz and Otto, and be like, "Izzy, why are you wearing Otto?"
I'm clever, but I'm a little too off for that. Like, no. So I'm gonna start like just rubbing both of my temples. Listen, if you two are still interested, Fang is upstairs and he wants to discuss a potential plan of action. And I'm gonna like keep staring off as Izzy walks off, into the sunset.
Where's she headed to?
She's got to meet up with someone. I'm sure we can regroup in a minute.
This is fair.
So I'm gonna turn around, or I'm gonna like hold the door open for them if they're coming.
Yeah, are you okay to go back inside, little guy?
I'll just start walking in without responding.
I'll lead the way. I head upstairs to meet Fang.
Yeah, and he'd be in the room that you see the wood splintered off the hinges. He'd be looking around the room and then turn around and be like, "There you are."
So, what is this plan? Or
Listen,
is there
I know.
one yet?
Well, that's what we're here to discuss. I know McNeil likes to be the theatrical big hero and all that. I've had my war stories with him. However, I do think going through the front door is not only suicide, but brash. Gives the prince a chance to run away. We should try to set a trap and snare him, take him down then. So, my plan would be to lure him out of that mansion. Somehow. I know he has a particular interest in Sid. I don't know about the two of you. But lure him out, cut the snake's head off, call it a day.
As I said to Mr. McNeil, one of my concerns is his Ventru skills.
A concern of mine is who he has that is loyal to him. I'd like to talk to my superiors, as it were.
Oh, yes.
Right, Zhao Lang, he's never been one to meddle in dangerous situations. He's usually is in for his and his alone, or him and his alone. But maybe he'll provide some assistance, provided you're on good terms with him.
Yeah, well, I'll have to go and make sure that that's true.
I'm gonna sigh slightly and clear my throat and just, well, a possible situation is I worked with Aiden. Have him tell Isaac he has me. And set something up that way.
If you think you can play the damsel, yeah. That's one avenue we can potentially go down.
Despite perhaps my not agreeing with McNeil's methods, he is a useful ally regardless. But I don't know if he'd be happy with the more subtle approach.
Well, it's just something we're gonna have to present to him. I know he's all in arms about storming the gates and whatnot, and well, he did give you that present, Otto. So his resources are valuable, and as much as I hate to admit it, he does act sort of a prince to this city. He does have a lot of resources, connections, and avenues that he can go down.
I'm gonna, like, visibly, like, not trying to hide or anything, I'm just gonna take my cell phone out and step out of the room, more out into the hallway. And I will give Aiden a call.
Alright. And he'll turn to Jasmine and say, listen, I know downstairs we had a bit of a rough and tumble, but now's not the time for sarcasm or jokes. This is a war we're fighting. And I know you're new to our world, but wars don't happen often, and it's easy to become self-absorbed that the world revolves around you now that you're immortal. I hope you know that I have no ill intention against you.
She'll just nod. She won't actually say anything in response.
Good. Glad we see eye to eye. And cutting over to Izzy. Izzy, you would at this time catch a cat taxi, and we'll even do like a little time jump and say you go to the mansion. Yeah, and you're at the front gate. You see two well-dressed men at the front gate, acting as kind of like a security.
She just kind of does one of these to them and like straight up walks in.
They'll kind of, yeah, they'll place a hand like in front of your chest, kind of stopping you and say, "You lost, or?"
Oh no, I'm here to see Destiny.
They'll kind of talk to each other and say, "Wait here," and one of them will go to like a landline, a telephone, and ring in. After a few minutes later, the gate does open, and he says, "Well, go in."
Thanks, gents.
And this is about the second or third time you've been here, so you're very familiar with the layout. Again, it's very pristine. A lot of trees, bushes, hedges, flowers everywhere. It is a very well-kept mansion. And as you walk in, you see Destiny and the prince actually standing in the main entryway. And Destiny says, "Izzy, hey, glad you can make it."
Yeah.
And she'll say, "Prince Isaac, this is Izzy. She works with me with Boris." And Isaac will extend a hand in common courtesy.
Ooh, this is pushing it. I know, but Izzy's just kind of gonna look at it.
And he'll smile and like casually just brush his hand off on his pant. Say, "Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Izzy. I've heard many things about you."
Have you?
Yes, Destiny is quite fond of you, as it were.
Yeah, well, that's mutual, so.
Come, can we just talk civilly? I promise no harm will come to you, and you'll...
Yeah, that's why I'm here. What did you want to talk about?
Yes, I know you don't believe in asylum and our ways, but know that nothing will come to harm, so. And he'll he'll move his arm, extend his arm to enter a room to his side, and that's where you met Destiny for the first time, when she was working on, computer stuff, the little office area.
Mm-hmm.
And Destiny will sit down at the computer, type away, and he will have, a seat arranged in the room as well for you to sit in, and he'll casually just lean his behind, as it were, on the desktop. So he goes, thank you for coming as quickly as you did. I know you must be very busy.
Yeah, can I say that's mostly your fault? Is that fair?
He'll give a chuckle and laugh at that, and he says, yes, I do have a part to play in that, yes. And he'll say, well, I'm glad you were here without any escorts or anything like that, but let me get down to the bigger picture, Izzy. You're fighting a war that you don't understand necessarily, I gather.
I understand it. I just don't care.
And that's a very admirable thing to think.
That is not the adjective I would have thought you would have said there. I'm impressed.
Well, I am a kindred, and politics do bore me from time to time, but I respect their positive influence they may have, as well as their negatives they do inflict.
Sure. Okay. What do you want?
You see, Izzy, the reason why the Camarilla are here in Los Angeles is not to just take over some land. I mean, we have plenty of it. The Onyx can run around as well free as in our city, as long as they abide by the rules. They don't necessarily have to be a part of us.
They're free to be Anox as long as they're actually Camarilla. Yeah, I get it. Okay, go ahead. You can skip that spiel.
Well, I mean, there must be some law. You agree? We can't just go and kill everyone or feed in public.
Did I say we were Sabat?
No, but now that you mention it, that does bring me to my next topic, you see. Again, we're not here to overthrow anybody or trying to convince you to join our cause. We're here to liberate the city because we've led to believe that the Sabat for years down in Mexico are soon planning to cross the border. And the Anox, as energetic as they are, they can't really deal with a threat they don't know.
And you do know, so you come with your Diablerists and your pieces of shit who you grant amnesty to as long as they do violence for you to take over. And then once you protected the city from the incoming Sabat incursion, you give it back, right? Like that's the plan, totally.
He will definitely laugh and kind of under his sigh and drop his head and say, I realize I'm not a perfect person, but we do need the manpower where we can find it. And yes, that does include Diablerists and other pieces of shit, as you put it.
Let me put it this way. And I realize you don't need me per se, so I'm kind of just staring death in the face. And I get that. And I, respect that you're having patience with me. That said, I don't like the people you brought here. I like people. I follow people. I go with the people I like go. And I don't like the people you brought here. I'm not really inclined to be with you. Do you see?
Well, that's why I wanted to have this little meeting. I do hope that one day you'll turn heel and do like me, but in the meantime, I'm not here to convince you to join a cause you don't simply believe in. I'm just here to explain the situation, as Destiny said you would listen.
Okay, sure, yep. As you can see, my head is mostly ears. I'm listening.
Good, yes. So as I said, for years the Sabat have been planning a takeover of San Diego and leading upwards towards San Francisco and eventually Las Vegas. It's a movement that we've been keeping an eye on for some time, and, well, the superiors, my superiors rather, in New York found it would be most beneficial to us if we took over Los Angeles and helped defend the outpost. As you can see, I don't know if you've ever dealt with Sabat, but they are much less kinder
Occasionally.
than us.
Yeah, you're benevolent.
I claim no benevolency, but I do know that my underlings seem to go above and beyond at times, and some of them even have their own personal goals as to why they're here, but they are useful in their own way.
Yeah, everything's got a use to you. Everyone's just tools in a toolbox ready to be used. I've been one of you before. I don't particularly want to be one again.
You're not a tool, Izzy. Destiny is not a tool. She's helping me. She offered to help me. I didn't recruit her. She came to me and helped.
Her eyes definitely kind of go to Destiny a little bit there.
And she does make eye contact and kind of droop her eyes and almost shame and embarrassment that she hadn't tell you like before. But she says, "Yeah, Izzy, it's true. I mean, I've dealt with Sabat in my kind, and I don't want to be in a Sabat controlled environment again."
Do you have evidence that the Sabat are coming here? Really?
Isaac will drop his head. Yes, we do have some eyes within the Sabat.
Look, I'll admit we're not organized. We all fight among ourselves, and yeah, if the Sabat are coming, we need a unified threat. But
Izzy, you're standing in the middle of a war between Camarilla and Sabat. Do you really think Anox have a place in this war?
Anox
They're more
definitely
of
have
an
a place in
obstacle.
this world. Fuck off.
No, I meant war, not world. Sorry.
Oh. Anox always have a place somewhere, okay? That's literally our entire thing. We take people who feel like they have no place.
And that is admirable, but eventually you do need to cross the line and find your own guidance. As you said, you enjoy following people, but at the same time you need to find your own beliefs as well.
Some people are good, some people ain't. I go with the people I think are good.
And Jeremy McNeil, is he good?
Jeremy McNeil is his own brand of crazy. But most of the people on our side think that too. You're not going to get anywhere with that.
Well, you are following a madman's vision. You are trying to drive out
I
the
know, he's
enemy,
been gone and
us.
came back long before I was over here.
We have history, McNeil and I. But it's neither there nor here. I just want to simply meet you, Izzy, and I hope when the time comes, you'll know what choice to make.
Sure, okay. Then inform me so I can make an informed choice. What do you want me to do?
Unfortunately, I can't make that decision for you, Izzy. It is... Again, I'm not here to convince you nor recruit you. I'm here
Look,
to
I'm not
simply
telling
talk
you-
to you.
That's fair. I'm sorry. No, you're not telling me. I'm not looking for you to tell me what side to choose. I'm looking for you to tell me what your side would like me to do so I can decide whether or not to do it.
Well, if you're privy to it. Yes, we just want to know where McNeil is so we can cut the head off a madman, so to say. He's been a thorn in the Camarilla side for quite some time.
The bloke is bonkers. I never know where he is. He shows up out of nowhere and takes us away places. I don't know.
You haven't met him recently or talked to him?
I saw him earlier today, but I don't know where the fuck he is now.
And I'm sure he will contact you soon. All that I ask is when that time comes is you let me know.
See. I understand.
Good. He'll slide a piece of paper like face down. He'll say, "You can contact me here. Call or text, doesn't matter, but when you do find out where he is, I would be most appreciated if you keep me in mind."
Believe me, I can't get you out of my mind.
Not many people can.
You're that charming.
Well, Izzy, if that's all, I do thank you. I do have some business to attend, but you are more than welcome to stay as long as you like.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Again, he'll stand up and extend his hand to shake your hand.
Now she still doesn't shake his hand.
Okay. And he'll again laugh and walk out of the room and close the door behind him, just leaving you and Destiny alone. But with that, let's cut over to our 3 at the Widow's Web still. So you guys, or I'm sorry, let's cut to Sid. Sorry, she's talking to Aiden. So you do call Aiden, you call your sire. He does pick up and say, "Sydney?"
Yes, Aiden. How are you this evening?
I was just thinking of you, actually. And now that I can hear your voice, I'm doing wonderful.
Good. Glad to hear it. So listen, there's something that I need from you. Remember we were discussing how we can resolve all of this matter with my friends so that we can leave?
Oh, of course, yes. Where do you want to meet?
Well, that's the thing. So listen, I have a bit of a plan. The idea is that I will come and meet you, and I need you to act as if you've captured me. You have me, in your control, and then let Isaac know that, because I know he is looking to add me to his regimen, essentially. And my friends will essentially be able to help us from there.
He takes a moment to pause and say, "And then we leave?"
Yes, as soon as Isaac is taken care of, we can leave the city.
Okay. Just give me a time and place and I'll be there.
Do you have a somewhere you normally meet him safely? An apartment, hotel? Somewhere he would feel safe and trust you.
Yes, I think I can give you the information you need. And you hear a loud knock on the door on his side, and he says, "Suddenly I've got to go, but I'll give you a call."
All right.
And he hangs up pretty abruptly.
Just throwing myself into the fire. It's fine.
Hey, that's what we all do. So, are you going back in the room with Fang and all them?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, the 3 of them are just kind of making small talk, trying to figure out. This would be about the time where he does have his little speech with Jasmine about, the severity of her actions and what she says and stuff like that. So, he'll look at Sid and say, "So is he on board?"
It seems so. Someone seems to have stopped by just as I was getting off the phone with him. Don't know who it is, but it sounds like the plan will work out all right.
Good. Now the 2 of you, do you have anyone that may be of help to this? He's talking to Otto and Jasmine as he says that.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, that's cool. He asked, "Do you have anyone that may be able to help? Some extra muscle."
Yeah, if I could borrow Sid and maybe get Xiaoling to lend me Scarlet.
All right. And how about you, Anna?
Message Jin, and I'm sure. Oh my God, the other street rat. What is her name?
Sel, the streetwalker.
And I feel like perhaps Cell might want some revenge.
Sounds like a good idea. All right. Well, we'll meet back here. It's empty. It's safe. No one will come in, and there's not going to be any prying eyes. So I'll give Anthony Morales a call, see if he wants in on this little revolution we're starting.
All right.
I can't hear you, Anna. Oh, I don't know if you're talking. Sorry. Okay. All right.
I'm singing Hamilton.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, Sid and Jazz, do you agree, Sid, to go to Xiaoling's Jade's cuisine sort of thing? Okay.
Yeah, she'll
All
just
right.
walk her to her car and drive over.
Okay.
And on the drive, ask, what exactly did you mean by real anarchs?
I am actually gonna have like a slightly embarrassed look on my face because I had snapped. Like I wasn't really meaning it. It's really just the way Izzy was acting so very much, not even willing to discuss options of what we could do. It sounded like she just wanted to run entirely. Like that wasn't it. None of this meant anything to her, and I admit I reacted a little brashly.
Okay. I don't blame you. I kind of got a little angry with her myself, so sorry for bringing it up.
1 second. Sorry, say that last part again?
Yeah, no. So she said, yeah, I don't blame you. I sort of got angry with her too, so I don't blame you for bringing it up. Sorry for bringing it up.
No, it's alright. I think we're all reacting our own way, but for the same reasons. That's why I felt she might side sooner with us. It is we're all outcasts. That's why we're here.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think that was maybe just a brash reaction of hers as well. I don't think that. Well, I hope that she isn't such a runner.
I don't know. She it seems like she said that she's never had a home, and this isn't necessarily home for her either. But something didn't feel quite right in the way she said it.
Yeah, no, and I'd like to talk to her more about it, but didn't really get the opportunity before.
Of course. We were all sort of thrown into this not too long ago.
Yeah, you could say that. It's been like a week.
So that's the interesting thing about our kind is sometimes you get to be very close with people in just the span of a few days, and other times you could know someone for decades and never really know even their true first name.
How long have you known Fang?
A decent amount of time, several months, year or so. The thing is, I still like to travel, so while I've been an honorary member of the War Elms for a very long time. I still like to travel. So, but I've known him quite some time. He can be aloof though. Just sort of. There you go. That's the example. I've known him for quite some time, and I feel like I might know you and Izzy a little bit better. But either way, I trust him more than most people I've met. And I think he's truly a good person and cares about those he lets into his life.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind then. 'Cause, well, yeah.
Yes, I know. I even had, for a flash of a moment, started to become paranoid about if he'd been taken in, but I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll keep it in mind then. I'll trust your judgment.
I hope I'm right.
Okay. I will say, I think this is time for me to stop, like the campaign in general. We will definitely next session be the last one.
That sounds good to me. All right. Thank you, Revolver C, for being such an awesome storyteller. Thank you for everybody who came out and watched, and to all of our loyal YouTube viewers as well. Thanks for following and hanging around. We had a bit of a rough month this last bit with work and weddings and all kinds of fun stuff. But thanks to everyone who regularly watches and comments and everything like that. We all really appreciate it. Keeps us going. As usual, if you haven't joined our Discord yet, the link is below, as well as the link for YouTube, and the YouTube page should have the Discord as well. And I think that's about it. Rev, are you streaming tonight?
Yeah.
Nice. Alright, so Revolver C is an awesome variety streamer. Go and check out his channel. He'll be streaming in a little while, maybe an hour-ish. We'll host him if you want to come back here. And yeah, we'll see you all later. Bye!